to
Got me a movie show.
today. Mark, no forewarning again.
I'm putting you through the ring today.
Oh my god. Today we shall be reviewing the Netflix show.
Big Mouth. It's
Now
an
before
animated show.
wait. Before you get any precognition of a Netflix show, hear us out. It's hysterical.
Okay, by the way, I know it's animated. Do not let your kids watch
Do
this.
not let your kids watch this.
Is it animated?
Yeah, it's animated.
That's how they're able to get away with some insane stuff. They
They're able,
never
like I
be able
said,
to
you
get
see swinging, swing,
Big old dick.
You see dong.
you see
dong,
dong.
dong, dong, dong.
But you don't see any tits though.
Nope.
You don't see any tits.
Big
You see
on-
vagina once.
Yeah.
Twice.
It's like you literally see a vagina.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can see a girl talking to her vagina through a
That-
mirror.
It talks back to you.
It talks back to her. We just said that. Anyway,
That's
well,
hilarious.
well, let's get out of that. Okay, so Big Mouth, Netflix cartoon show. It's not for the faint of heart.
Oh man!
If you are grown ass adults like us, it's gonna harken back to a time to when you don't want to
If you're
remember.
like super sensitive to like out there kind of like
Oh, yeah,
humor,
don't
then
watch
don't
this.
watch it. If you like a little more subtle humor, a little bit more, don't. watch.
It's subtle, but there are moments where
Yeah,
it's
there are
outright
moments,
like
yeah.
throw it out there. But anyway, like I said, guys, this harkens back to a time in all adults' lives you don't want to remember. Like it goes back to the middle school days when your body was becoming proactively different. Where your body was becoming both sexually active and where your body was becoming reproductively active, because that's what puberty is. So that's what it's about. Now,
You follow these group of kids.
you follow
It's
this group of
like
kids
group
in middle
of kids,
school
yeah.
who's going through puberty. Now, that's the premise of the story. Now, everything else,
Yeah.
that's when it gets real, because every episode deals with the part of puberty that we've all went through, or at least somewhat of
Yeah.
some way or another. We've all dealt with it. Like, but it's not just men; it's
Yeah, they
girls
show
too.
the girls' perspective.
So
of
it's
it.
both perspectives.
Oh yeah.
It shows the guys
dude,
horny as
by
all
the
get
way,
out.
By the way, the episode when when the guy was like when the one guy's sister, I can't remember this kid's name. I'll probably go back and watch it when he went, because he has this hot sister, and she was like, and she was like, girls get horny too, and he's like, and his head went.
It's true.
And then he went to school and told his friends. He was like, no. He's like, yeah, my sister told me, and their heads went.
It's
I was hoping for a series of explosions.
It's like I understand.
It's like
I was there
Kingsman.
one
Remember, it's
time.
like Kingsman. Heads exploding. That's literally what it was. It was funny. Like I said, there are scenes where they're like, there's a scene, this little girl, who's going through her changes, just like the guys, and she's talking to her vagina through a mirror, and the vagina's talking back, and it sounds like, do the voice.
Hi. This is like an
And, like-
enthusiastic. You ever went to?
Hello there.
You ever seen went to like a restaurant, had that enthusiastic waitress? Like that's what she sounded like.
Welcome to
Hi.
Friendlies.
How you doing? Like
Basically, yeah. So, and there are times, where, but it is real because it deals with a lot of shit.
brutally real.
It's
like,
brutally honest.
It
like you
doesn't
said.
sugarcoat anything.
Anything,
It
no.
tells you because it addresses like oddly enough, out of all the things I've seen, this addresses how growing up is actually weirdly enough, it's insane.
It
How
is.
immature it could be, but at the same time, you're like, it's mature. I'm confused, but this show leaves you with the drop of I don't know how to feel sometimes because you're just like it's so on.
And
the
like I
nose,
said,
it's
this show will re-jog your memories
Yeah.
of middle school when your body was becoming reproductively active.
They even do that with the parents, where this one kid has parents who are really open. I mean, they openly talk about sex in front of their
Yeah.
kids, like openly. There was
and there's the other parents that
who
are
are
completely
the opposite.
Yeah,
They're
exact
just like,
opposite.
don't do this, don't do that. We don't want you to get sick. Don't want you to do
very,
that. Don't do that.
very.
He literally
virtuous.
asked one of his dads, he's like,
That's sheltered.
do you still love my
Very
mom?
virtuous.
Well, do you love my mom? Of course not. Well, I do, but don't tell her.
That happens. That's how it. Well, it's like, remember Stranger Things, that relationship, that whole thing. Like I said, it deals with a lot of mature
Yeah.
topics, but it's about middle schoolers.
And then you
It's
got the
very
little,
weird.
and then you got the little girl whose parents are basically not even together.
Yeah.
They're there for her, but you can
That's it.
tell they're so separate and distant. They don't really talk, and
And,
like
they're not there for her when her body's going through these fucking
Yeah, it's
changes
like,
and
it's-
shit. Only the hormone monster.
They
We
sh-
gotta bring that up. The hormone.
the
monsters.
hormone monsters.
There's two of them. There's a male version and there's a female version, and they've been around for a long time.
And
Helping,
they're both hilarious.
They're
dude.
both-
especially
they are-
the male one. The male one's so because he's just out there, dude.
He's
just,
literally, it's funny. He's like, he's a teen that just got out of puberty, but he still wants sex. He's that guy. He's that kid you knew
he's
in high
supposed
school.
to be a man's a kid's guide through puberty.
He's not he doesn't help though.
He is bad.
He's
dude.
bad. He doesn't help these kids through it. He's just Who knows?
But they
Oh, but
trust.
there's an outright scene where the female hormone monster and him outright fuck.
Apparently they used to do that a long time ago. And he's like, all I want to do is move some of my stuff in. You didn't want to. Like,
Yeah,
but like
it's-
he is hilarious.
He's
Like,
well, she's hilarious too because like there's outright the hormones are rushing. She's emotions like, why are we crying? I don't know.
it's just like that.
It's just like that. Like they're both crying for no reason. Like that's like I said, this movie, guys, is
Show,
sorry. This
this
show is brutally honest.
It shows just so many different perspectives of so many different parents because you got those parents, but then you also got the Latino kid, the magician, the one he's a magician whose
Was that the one
parents.
that was fucking his pillow?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a scene where this kid discovers fucking his pillow.
No. Specifically, he warms up. He takes some SpaghettiOs, puts it in a baggie, two of them, warms it up in the microwave, then slips it into the back of his cutout pillow.
It's genius.
That's what the hormone monster said. That's what the hormone monster's like. This kid's a freaking genius.
Yeah.
Are you writing this down?
Because
Well, there's also that kid who discovers porn, and after
it's perfect.
and here's the thing: this kid outright discovers porn, right? And he shuts everything out of his life. He shuts there was a girl who was with him. They were together, middle school relationship together. I don't know how that works.
You know how
but
that is.
You know how that is. And he outright discovers porn, and he shuts everything out. And the monster said, once you get into this, it's hard getting
He
back
went
out.
into another world.
Yeah, basically he went to another
He
world.
gets sucked into another
He got
world.
sucked into the porn world. He just got
It's a different dimension.
It's a different. It is a different.
We've all been in the porn world.
We've opened in that
Dun,
dimension.
dun, dun, dun. Come out! Should I?
Should I come out? Should I?
I can't sleep tonight. Okay.
Fine.
That's literally how it is. But it's just like, you know what though? That's real life. Because when some
Basically,
kids discover porn, it's not.
The show is a spoofed up, like over exaggerated version of how it
puberty
really
is.
is, of how it is.
Oh yeah.
And at its core, once you brush back all the craziness and all the crap,
It's got a pretty, I wouldn't say uplifting message. It's got like, hey, this is how it is.
well, because I don't want to spoil it completely, but in the end, like they were just like, dude, life is just fucking nuts, dude. Like
Life is crazy.
It's just crazy, and then things happen, and you think you love someone, but you don't know. It's like, dude, life's crazy,
You
man.
don't know if it's love.
That's the lesson they try to teach you: is that life is completely balls to the wall crazy.
And
That's how it is.
we're just trying to make it all along, man.
And every episode is completely different from the last one. I
Yeah.
like that. It doesn't follow a cohesive story to the point where, I'm going to bring up Supernatural. Supernatural seasons follow a cohesive line plot throughout the entire season. This one is more like it shows you pieces of puberty from the beginning of it to the end of it.
Well, kind of, because the whole storyline between damn it, oh man,
The kids' names we don't.
yeah, the kids' names, but the whole storyline of him,
Pillow fucker.
pillow fucker. Hey, that kid was pretty good, a magician. They made it.
Oh, yeah.
They need to make a Washington joke because he got picked up by the guards near Washington because they thought he was, he thought he was a terrorist
That was funny.
until he started doing a joke. He's like, oh.
By the way, this is the only spoiler I will bring up about the show. You know Pillow Fucker? He got his pillow pregnant.
Oh yeah,
Ow!
that was so hilarious, dude. It's so funny.
It's so funny.
It's so funny.
It's so funny. It's like all of a
There's a
sudden.
big lump in the pillow.
No,
She just outright.
she came to life.
What the
She came to life, and she had her own personality and everything, and
She was like, she's like, yeah, I'm like 40 years old.
fuck?
Because
and then she gave birth to this tiny little pillow with a
Oh
baseball
yeah,
cap.
by the way, by the
So
way,
funny.
by the way, she cheated on him with her brother, with his brother.
Yeah.
He's like, you said we were in an open relationship. I say a lot of stuff.
It's so bad. It's so bad, but that's a metaphor for those relationships. Those not swing. I wouldn't say swinger relationships, but pretty like.
That's disgusting though. Like when girls do that with brothers, that's disgusting.
Well, it's a pillow. So.
It's a pillow, so.
That's how they get away with. They get away with stuff because it's animated, and they're just
And-
like, ha ha.
Aha! Anyway, but we're not gonna say anymore. We say anymore, we're an outright
Yeah.
spoil it. But that was the only spoiler I wanted to say because I wanted to tell Mark about
Yeah,
that.
guys, I give this show. I'm gonna lie. I'm gonna give this show.
What?
That's not itchy. I smell it.
What's with the face?
I
What did I
smell
do?
it, You nasty fuck.
What did I do?
Did you fart?
What did I do?
Your laughing says it all.
God damn it! I knew I could get away with it.
Well, the nose is sensitive as mine.
You stinky bastard. I give this show a 9.
9.5. No, I'm just kidding. It's 9.
I just enjoyed the shit. It's original too.
I thought
I've
you
never
know
seen
what?
another show like
it. Had that. You know what though? I'm not really into the. You know what it did? It really poked that humor
Yeah.
bone for me. It was really like it just it had that Rick and Morty style of just
Yeah.
like fuck it humor.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
this show has. I'll give this show.
Don't make me do it.
I haven't seen another show since Rick and Morty that had the balls.
Balls to do something
Like
like
it's
this.
just like why would you like? Okay,
I give it a
like,
9.5. It's not totally perfect because it does kind of
Yeah.
drown you in puberty jokes big time.
Mhm.
It really does. That's the only really deterrent is that it will drown you in puberty jokes. So like if that's not what you're into, you won't enjoy it. I'm just saying like that. But if you like Rick and Morty, you're gonna like this show.
Because it's just out there and it just goes for it, dude. And I enjoyed every bit of
It goes
so.
for it. It gets out there, guys. Like I said, go watch it. If you have Netflix, fucking watch
Big
it.
mouth.
Big
But
mouth.
Don't let your children watch it.
Don't let your kids watch it. Whatever they do.
Teenagers did.
Well, actually, no. The front
Weird
poster.
enough. It actually might be good. Might be better sex ed than some of the sex.
Yeah.
That's crazy, right?
Yeah, sex said, this is a penis. This is a vagina. Like, we know. Skip.
We've seen porn already, Mom and Dad.
We've already seen porn, Mom. And
huh.
Well, that's a whole other topic for another day. But anyway, guys, thank you for joining us on.
Come get movie show.
And please remember, like, comment, and subscribe. You want to see more of us in the future, and we shall see you.
On the next one.
Goodbye.
Stanky bitch.